to Senator Legarda's statement. Let us first clarify that there has been ample time. August 31 was the appointment date of Secretary Dizon. That was quite a few months ago, during which period, nakailang beses siyang humarap sa Senado. Paulit-ulit po ang tanong namin kung talagang sapat itong budget na nilaan. I quote verbatim, September 18, the Department of Public Works and Highways slashes 255 billion worth of locally funded flood control projects from the 2026 budget. And may I quote verbatim, we are revising the agency's budget. Nanggaling sa kanila po. We have removed complicated projects, overlapping projects that are still receiving funding or that have been allocated funding for 2026. Verbatim po, siya nagsabi niyan. Hindi kami nag-imbento niyan. Ngayon, sabi niya na re-review na raw nila yung initial proposal, nagtanggal sila ng 55.53 billion worth of duplicate or complicated projects or completed overlapping projects. Ang ibig ba sabihin, i-restore yung mga duplicated, completed, and overlapping projects? Doon ako nagtataka. At ano ang garantiya natin na sa loob ng 2 buwan na naman, after 2 months, he may change his mind again, as he has, apparently, yesterday. So from September 18, kahapon, December, nako, baka naman sa Pebrero, iba na naman ang usapin. Ayoko naman ng ganito. Ano kaya talaga ang direksyon natin? Hindi po ito nanggaling sa amin. Narinig naman ninyo verbatim ang quote na yan. Yan ang press release ni Secretary Dizon.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chair.
Representative Pepito Alvarez and then Representative Liban.
Tama po si Senador Loren, tama rin si Senador Marcos. Ngunit bigyan ko lang ng example na hindi mo ma-apply ito sa lahat ng project sweeping po. Na halimbawa, MBUC, yung asphalt overlay, Mr. Chair. Sa Northern Palawan, ang presyo ng aggregates at saka graba, at saka yung buhangin, 1,000 because we have 26 rivers. Napakaraming buhangin doon. Ngunit sa norte, wala ho masyadong ilog. Nag-i-import sila from Mindoro. Lalagay ko lang sa tamang perspective din. So, kung ang MBUC application, yung asphalt overlay for the whole of Palawan, tanggalan mo ng 50%, yung norte, hindi mo mapagawa. Sa SOR, pwede. Kasi yun na yung ultimate measure ng DPWH eh. At saka I'll put it on record, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, this representation was the one who complained to Secretary Bersamin to remove the 255 billion of people's money from the DPWH budget. It is not a unilateral move from the Department of the Public Works and Highways na sila ang nagtanggal. Ako po, personally, ang nag-complain doon kay Secretary Bersamin nung nandoon siya sa amin sa House. Habang nalulunod ang buong bansa sa flood control, kung maaari, tanggalin mo muna itong 255 billion na ito. Kasi kung hindi namin tatalakayin yung budget ng executive, ibalik mo na namin sa inyo. Kinahaponan, na-inform kami na in-instructionan siya ni Pangulo, tanggalin niyang 255 billion na yan. Dito po nanggaling sa akin ang pagtanggal ng flood control. Kasi ang flood control, alam ko po, talagang overpriced. Okay? So ang flood control, pwede mong apply yung overpriced provision. But kung gagawa ka ng MBUC, walang graba sa Northern Palawan, 600 kilometers po ang distansya ng buong Palawan. When you construct in the southern portion, napakaraming buhangin. Sa norte, halos walang graba doon kasi maliliit ang ilog. Puting buhangin lang ang norte. Yun po ang difference. Ang gusto ko lang, mapakinggan natin si Secretary Vince na wag sweeping. Kapag 50% ang MBUC, hindi pare-pareho ang Palawan. Isang probinsya lang yun. Sa Cebu, might be the same. Kasi nag-i-import din sila. Wala sa masyadong graba sa Cebu eh. Nag-i-import din sila. Sa Bohol, wala rin masyadong graba. But in Northern Mindanao, marami po aming graba doon. Sa ibang lugar, hindi ko alam. Kaya nakikiusap kami na pakinggan yung para madinig ng buong bayan. Si Secretary Vince, Kasi meron na siyang ginawang ratio eh. Ito na. Pakinggan muna natin. Kasi kami, sa Kongreso, ayaw din namin ng overpriced project. Hindi pwede yun. Hindi lang Senado ang may gusto. Kami, number one. Ako mismo, nagpatanggal ng 255 billion. And that is on record in the House. Thank you. Can I reiterate the motion to invite Secretary Vince para madinig ng buong bansa na hindi pare-pareho. Pag 50%, dapat per project ang implementation. Yun lang ang pakiusap. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Alvarez, and to Chairperson Mika. Dahil nga dito sa statement na ito at meron ho nga nakasulat ho dito, to avoid inaccurate costing and potential project unimplementability, at ito ay isang apela sa Senado, gusto rin ho namin marinig yung kanyang pag-aanalisa dito po sa isyung ito, itong CMPD/adjustment factors. Pero, for the record again, nung nagkaroon ho kami ng dalawang hearing sa Senado, klarong-klaro na sinabi niya na maraming overpriced na items sa loob ng budget. At tingin ko, hindi ho tayo magdedebate na ayaw natin yung overpriced items sa budget. Pare-pareho tayo lahat. Hindi ho tayo magdedebate doon. Ang gusto ho natin, isang budget na malinis, isang budget na ang kanilang presyo ay totoong presyo at reasonableng presyo. Yun naman ang gusto nating lahat. Dahil kung tayo ay mag-approve ng proyekto o ng budget ngayon na overpriced, babalik tayo sa dating problema. Yun doon naman ho kami nanggagaling. At again, sabi nga ni Senator Loren, itong application ng CMPD adjustment factor nanggaling ho to sa DPWH. Hindi ho kaya ng Senado, wala ho kaming mga engineers, wala ho kaming mga taong kayang mag-apply ng ganun. Ito galing ho sa DPWH. Kaya doon ho namin kinuha at for the record, sinupply rin ho sa amin yung mga adjustment factors na yun formally at doon ho namin in-apply. Dahil sa Senado, ang aming direksyon ay ma-apply yung tamang presyo sa mga proyekto. So,
Madam
sige po.
Chair?
Yeah.
Yes, very quickly, Madam Chair? Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, very quickly. Hindi lamang kasi yung overpriced sa flood control ang ating concern. In fact, yung hearings dun sa classroom acceleration measure, pati yung DPWH classrooms, overpriced, lumalabas. Kaya, kung sinabi nilang overpriced, yung secretary mismo, tapos ngayon ay sinasabing aprubahan natin, ibalik natin yung pricing, ayaw nating pikit matang mag-aaproba at tatanggapin yung kanyang paliwanag na biglang parang 180-degree turn siya, no? Nagbaliktad. Yung dating overpriced, gusto niyang i-restore. Yun ang concern namin. Yung dating sinabi niyang overpriced, ngayon gusto niyang ibalik. Tama ba yun? Kaya dapat lang magpaliwanag siya.
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po sa comment ng mga senador.
Minority Leader Libanan.
Thank you po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po. Ang isang kailangan nating i-consider din po dito, na hindi lang tayo nag-a-appropriate ng pondo. Ang importante, nag-a-appropriate tayo ng pondo na mai-implement. Kasi kung hindi po ito ma-implement ng tama, walang saysay maglagay ng pondo dito. At sinusuportahan ko po yung pag-imbita sa ating sekretary. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Chair, I support the request for Secretary Dizon to explain to both houses and to everyone so that we can be clarified. Anyway, from the beginning, sila naman sa DPWH ang nagbigay sa atin ng impormasyon, so we see how it will be revised, amended, taken back, or just explained para maliwanag. So I join the House in asking him to explain to all of us if that's fine with the body.
Before we invite Secretary Vince, the last words from
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Senator Erwin.
For the record lang, Mr. Chair, just point of clarification, siguro the House should start reviewing yung Section 62 of the Rules of the House na nagsasabi po na in cases where the House does not agree with the Senate on any amendments to any House bill and these measures have conflicting provisions, differences may be settled by conference committees only composed of representatives from both chambers. Yun lang naman sa akin, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Thank you po.
Senator Erwin, ito naman ay meron pong concurrence ng both the Senate and the House of Representatives. So talagang hong bihirang-bihira ang nag-i-invite ng resource persons. No? Dahil ito ay pag-uusap o pagpupulong po ng dalawang kapulungan. Pero kung meron pong mga ganitong talagang kakaibang sitwasyon at kailangan ho natin maintindihan ng mas malalim pa ho yung mga issues, with the concurrence of both chambers, pwede naman ho tayo mag-invite.
So,
Pero tama ho kayo na ito dapat bihirang-bihira, hindi ho pwede maging regular.
I guess, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, we have to review our rules. Or in the future, Mr. Chair, this will happen again. Then alam ho natin ang gagawin. There will be no more discussions. In the future, ika nga bicameral conference between the two houses. Kasi there's already establishing rule na pag may conflicting, hindi talaga magkasundo, pwede na tayong patawag, magpaliwanag yung sa executive department, Mr. Chair. Yun lang naman ang punto ko, Mr. Chair. But I do agree. Sige, let's bring him in. Pero in the future, Mr. Chair.
Tama ho kayo. Talagang hindi ho pwede maging regular to na kung hindi ho tayo nag-agree, merong third party na papasok. Hindi ho talagang... But in this case, dahil technical to, about engineering, about pricing, something na hindi ho natin expertise, no? Lahat ho dito. Kaya in this very special circumstance, and with the agreement of both chambers, we will invite Secretary Dizon to explain this issue. So
Mr.
with
Chair.
that, yes, do you want to say the last words, Senator Ivy?
No, nagre-react lang po ako. Vince Dizon is no engineer. He's an economist and a political aide.
That's true, but he's the Secretary of the Department of Public Works, and he was the one who made that statement during the public hearings in the Senate, and he also is the one who supplied the adjustment factors in CMPD to the Senate. So with that, with the concurrence of the House, we can invite Secretary Dizon as a resource person of this.
With the concurrence of both houses, there being a motion from the House and also motion by Senator Lawrence.